What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk about a couple different things. Like I've always said, I like to give the good, the bad, and the ugly. Right now, it is the time to talk about the ugly. So I'm going to talk about some reasons that it's going to cause a little bit more volatility over the coming days and what that ultimately means for us as investors. But before I get into any of that, all I ask, smash a thumbs up, subscribe. If you are new to the channel, I do daily videos on trending stocks, crypto, I do it all, so make sure you do subscribe. Also, if you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that said, let's get right to it. So it is all going to start tomorrow morning. CPI data is coming first thing at 8:30 in the morning, and you can see the forecast is 7.9. In case you don't know what CPI is, it's ultimately a very good indicator of what inflation is going to be, and we all know when it comes down to inflation, interest rate talks soon follow. So that's one thing that a lot of growth stocks haven't really liked over the last little bit, is anything in regards to interest rate hikes usually causes a lot of people to panic. So this is something to keep in mind, and even like I've said in previous videos, if we are over this forecast of 7.9%, worst thing that they can do is a half of a point increase, which they already have tentatively said that they're going to be doing. So worst case scenario, they do what they say they're going to be doing. Best case scenario, we are well below that, and they only do a 0.25% rate increase on March 16th. So it could be a win-win. Again, there is going to be a lot of volatility that do follow this. So this is something, in my opinion, at least it'll be a great buying opportunity. So that's something that will most likely as well dictate the next couple of days. In addition to after market close is going to be Rivian. Rivian is doing their earnings, and this is something that could go very wrong, because I do strongly feel that there is a big correlation between Rivian and Lucid. A lot of people do compare them, especially considering them being a startup and a lot of different attributes as well. Rivian does have a lot more negatives as far as their burn rate and so forth, but when it comes down to their guidance, I do feel that if they do give bad guidance, that's going to resurge a lot of fears when it comes back into Lucid. So this hopefully won't be the case, but again, this might be causing a little bit more volatility. And one final thing, which in reality is the biggest, I saved the best for last as far as the ugly component, is this. So I'm just going to pull this back up as far as insiders. So we all know when insiders sell, tentatively is fairly bad. So March the 7th, it just popped up right now. So March 7th, there was a trade. So Peter did sell on March the 7th, 7.98 million shares of Lucid, which works out to be $180.63 million worth. And so this is a very big deal. And again, I'm going to explain what the explanation is behind it, but regardless of whatever it is, people are going to take that as a very big negative. He did tentatively sell at $22.63. So I'm going to show you the chart quickly. So $22.63 on March the 7th. So you can see the low of $22.90 as the low for that day, the high of $24.41. So the fact that he sold at $22.63 shows that he did sell in the early morning in the pre-market. So this overall isn't necessarily the best. And so as far as an explanation though, it does show right here that is majority just for taxes. So for the vesting amount and things like that, part of this compensation. So it is because of taxes. I know it's not the most heroic thing. I was looking forward to something about obviously sending money to Ukraine or for an orphanage or saving a hospital or something along those lines. But obviously CEOs have to pay taxes just like us, and he did get quite a big sum in his performance package. So it is what it is. This is ultimately, like I said, not necessarily the best news, and there is going to be a lot of individuals that do take this and run with it. So do anticipate more so shorts taking advantage of this as well for coming tomorrow. Right now, day by day change based on what happened after hours, it did go up 0.87%, which works out to be 2.02 million shares being additionally shorted. So like I said, it is what it is. That one isn't necessarily as ugly as the others, but like I said, it's going to cause a lot of volatility, and that's basically why I wanted to get across from you. But with all that though, let me know your thoughts on Lucid in the comments below. If you haven't already, smash the thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Greatly appreciate that. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With all that said, I appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.